What's up, guys? Back with another video, and I am excited for this one. I'm gonna show you real quick. You can see that frame that we've been working on for literally the past three or four videos. You can see it's looking a little bit shinier in certain places. So yeah, we're finally getting some paint on the frame. Yeah, so far I've done like a top coat of rust reformer to just make it look a little bit better, and then have some of that rust kind of be able to be a paintable surface. But yeah, so right now I'm just waiting for the top coat to dry, and then after that I'm gonna put a coat of black in certain places. So certain places the top coat is just gonna be the top coat for now, because I'm kind of trying to do a color scheme and I'm kind of testing out how that's gonna look right now. So I just got to get some more paint to kind of test that out. But for right now, like the innards of the frame and like certain parts on, like, you know, the suspension and stuff, I'm gonna paint that with a coat of black, and then I'm gonna seal that. So yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. 2 days later, I think. So last clip I had done the frame. Y'all can see it's looking immaculate, nice and shiny. But yeah, the frame looks really good. So now we're gonna add some. So what we gotta do for the rest of this video, I'm gonna add some more paint in certain places. I got a different color this time. I got white. You already know the truck is white. The color scheme is gonna be white as well, if I haven't mentioned that already. But well, the color scheme is gonna be, man, I'll get to that later. But yeah, I'm trying to put some white in some places just to see, just to kind of get a feel for like what I'm trying to do. I don't know if it's gonna stay like this, but I'm just trying to see real quick if it'll look good. And then something else we got to do as well. So the part has been ordered. So the fuel pump, I ordered that last night, so it should be here, I think, by hopefully Wednesday, is what I hope it should be here, but either Wednesday through Friday next week. So that's exciting. Yeah, that's finally coming. So finally we can hopefully get this truck started. I'm looking right here at this rust. It's a cab corner. So that's a known thing for these OBS trucks, and even some of the newer Fords that they have is, or any truck really that you would have, like the cab corners are known to rust out. And then you can see it also in here where it's rusted through. Water has seeped through and just sat and rusted. So I'm gonna have to address that at some point. But for right now, we're gonna focus on painting, like I said, painting certain parts of the truck white. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the rubberized coating on the truck to kind of shield what I've already covered with sealant. There are some more rust spots that have popped up again, so I gotta address that again with the grinder. But I'm not gonna show y'all that because at this point I know y'all are tired of seeing me grind stuff down. I know y'all are. At this point, I know y'all are tired of seeing me grind stuff down. So yeah, we're gonna address that, and then we gotta get the fuel pump back. I mean, we gotta get the fuel tank, the front fuel tank, back on the truck, because of course, you know, the truck can't run a fuel tank on it after I've swapped out the fuel pump. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Let's get to it. All right, something else I wanted to point out, something crazy, something amazing. So I was looking for some painter's tape, right? Like, that's all I needed. And let me tell you how amazing my granddad was, and like how he had everything that I basically would have needed for this truck, this restoration. So, you know, I couldn't find the painter's tape. It wasn't that bad. I would have gone to the store. But what I did find, which is crazy, this is a Pittsburgh torque wrench. I'm gonna need this for when I'm like tightening down bolts, when it has to be like tightened down to certain specifications, just so you know the bolts are secure and safe. You need it like when you're putting wheels on the truck, certain bolts under the truck. You gotta torque it down to a certain torque. Yeah. So yeah, I found that, so I don't have to buy that, because I thought I was gonna have to buy one, so I don't have to buy that now. But I also found this, and this is something I can use to put in the truck. Like, say when it's time, I'm sorry, I'm trying to walk away from the thing, but say when it's time to go to homecoming or something, or I'm grilling out where like I don't have like any dang power outlets around or something like that, I can put that into the truck and it can run power from the battery. All I would have to do was have the truck running and I would have power. just from that little fuse box. So like I said, my granddad was amazing. He thought of things before they would even come to pass. Look at him. Let's go. All right, guys. So as you can see, I got the differential again. You know, this is about the third time I've painted this thing, but yeah, I got the differential again, and I have the drive shaft really coated with a nice little coat. So yeah, just waiting for that to dry. It's probably gonna take about an hour or two till it's like cured enough to where I can put like the next layer on. But until then, there is something under the truck I have to do. So let me go ahead and go under here and show y'all, see if I can get in a good position to kind of let y'all know what it is. So like I said, the fuel pump is coming, but this fine little gentleman right here, this is the fuel filter. This needs to be changed before, you know, I put the new fuel pump in. As you can see, I already like gotten out. I'll show y'all what I had to do in a second, but there's a special tool called a fuel line disconnect, which you use like on ACs and like fuel lines, of course, that you insert into this. So this has some prongs inside of it that are meant to latch on like this little rim right here. So if you just pull at that little, if you just pull this and pull at that, yeah, if you just pull at it, it's not gonna let it go because the latches are meant to like bite basically onto the rim. So you have to get this special tool called a fuel line disconnect to insert the tool inside this part while it's on this, and then you have to push the line towards the tool while at the same time pulling which makes no sense, but yeah, you have to push the fuel disconnect into this piece while pushing this up so it can like release, the teeth can release off of this. But yeah, so I'm going to change that. I already have, if I can find it, yep, I already got the fuel filter. I bought it a while ago. I just never put it in because I didn't have the space with the fuel tank being in there. But now that I got the fuel tank up, I can put it in. And this is directional as well, so you can see the arrow right there, which means basically the fuel is going to be flowing upwards. So this side, that side where the arrow is pointing needs to face towards the engine, and this side faces towards the back of the truck. So let's go ahead and install this while we can, while we got the tank out before I put it back in. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and pry this out. Now, when you are doing something like this where it involves fuel and stuff, you do want to make sure you're wearing glasses, and you want to make sure that you're not like your face isn't directly under this type of thing, because obviously there's fuel in it. I've taken it out before already, and quite a bit of fuel got on me when I did take it out. So you want to make sure that you're in a good position where you're not going to splash any fuel in your face. Look away if you have to. But yeah, I'm just going to pull, and there it is. It's coming out. Oh, it's got back in. Oh, look at that. We got it out. So yeah. Looks like there's no more fuel in this one, because like I said, I did get a good bit of it out when I took it out the first time. So yeah, so now we got the new one. Here it is. So we're gonna go back under the truck. Sorry, I don't have a tripod or anything that can fit under the truck, so I have to do this by hand. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make sure that arrow, first off, we're gonna clean it. We're gonna make sure that arrow is facing towards the front of the truck. And yes, it is. You can see it right there. And we're gonna gently squeeze this inside, or maybe try and slide it. That may work a little bit better. Yep, it did. And then we got to get this rim. Oh, y'all can't even see. Sorry. We got to get this rim right here into this notch. So I am gonna have to lift it up a little. I'll probably have to do this without the camera on. So ooh, maybe I can try it. No, I'll have to do this without the camera on, so I'll be back when I have the notch in. All right, guys, so there it is. Again, arrow is facing towards the engine. That's the direction of flow of the fuel. So now what we're gonna do is we can get this and we can get it connected into there. And like I said, the little the prongs attach onto that little lip. So if you just pulling, you can't really pull it in. Like you can't pull it off. So yeah, just gotta make sure that is tight enough and really on there. So I'm gonna push forward and then keep pushing. And yeah, all right. So now for this side, same thing. We're gonna push until it's in there. It's on there real good, real sturdy. So yeah, hopefully nothing should cause an issue. When I do start the truck, hopefully, you know, I have it on there tight enough. I'm pretty sure I do. I wouldn't want there to be like any fuel leaking from down here. That would be really bad. And then, you know, I wouldn't really be able to get to it anyway because the fuel tank is going to be in this area again. So I won't have like the space to maneuver. So I'm just wanting to make sure that I do have this on really tightly and that, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. All right, so it's been about an hour. About an hour and a half, I think. Since letting the differential dry. It's pretty dry enough for me to go ahead and go with the top coat, which is going to be an undercoat, undercoating, rubberized undercoating, to prevent like chips and stuff, like, you know, rocks, all that stuff that'll basically fly onto the truck. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this undercoating. I'm not going to spray it on thick, I'm going to spray it on pretty light. Yeah, this dries pretty fast. It only takes like 10 minutes to dry. I'm only going to do one coat. Well, I might do two coats. I might do two coats of this. Because like I said, I'm going to spray it on light. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. right, guys, so there we have it. We got our coat. It's white. Now, obviously, the problem with white, it gets dirty quick, and obviously, I'm not in the painting booth or anything, so, you know, the wind is blowing dirt. I'm having to, like, pick out the dirt and stuff, coat it again. And yeah, that's just gonna be the thing with it. The dirt is gonna be there, you know. I'm gonna coat it as I can. You know, coat the little spots that come up. Do what I can to coat it, but you know, it's not gonna be perfect. Again, not in a painter's booth or anything like that. All I can do is do what I can right now with what I have, but I like the color. I think it looks really good. It's really gonna fit this color scheme really well. I was worried about having, you know, both of them this color, but I like it. I think it looks really good. So yeah, I'm gonna fit the rest of the color scheme in here as well. I don't know if I'm gonna do that whole axle or not, the whole differential or not. I might. Looking at the little spots, it does look kind of good. But I don't know. We'll see. Because right now I'm out of this can anyway. But looking at that, just that thing right there, I think that looks really good. Yeah, I think it looks really good, being white. So I might actually paint the whole thing white. So we'll see. Obviously, I didn't. Okay, so I don't know how much y'all have heard from me. I think it stopped recording, but anyway, like I said, the theme is white for this. For the undercarriage. It's not gonna be all white, but certain parts are gonna be white. Certain parts are gonna be silver. Certain parts are gonna be blue. To go with the theme I'm going for. But I think it looks pretty good. Now, obviously, with white, it's getting dirty. Yeah, it's getting dirty really quickly. And you know, I'm outside. There's dirt. I'm not in a paint booth or anything. So it's gonna be hard to, you know, keep all the white just straight white. It's gonna be impossible. It just is what it is. You know, that's the nature of painting stuff. You know, I can already see some chips where there's white in it, but it's not gonna be that much of a deal. I think it looks cool the way it is. I think it looks pretty good. So this can is out. Well, it's almost out. I'm gonna let this dry for about an hour or two. Then I'm gonna come back later with the top coating. I might do some additional sprays around until this bottle is completely empty. But as you can see, it looks pretty good. I like it. That's all I can say. I like it. So again, I'm gonna give it about 30 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna come back and see how it's looking. And after I've settled with that, I'll get the tank in, tank put back in, and ready for me to change the fuel pump. So I just got my notification. So the fuel pump is being shipped right now. So it should be here Sunday, actually. It should be here on the day that I am releasing the premiere video. So yeah, I'm excited. Again, this looks really good. Turned out better than I thought it would be. Obviously, it's not that shiny. I did get a gloss white. It's not that shiny. Obviously, it's not gonna be that shiny. I am gonna put a clear, crystal clear coat over it, just to make it look a little bit shinier, and obviously to make the white last longer. But yeah, so that's where we're at.
Like make the top side tough?
No.
Yeah.
Hey.